What's up guys, I'm LG Gamer and today I'll be making a video on a game called Assembly Line. Now I'm just gonna say it on the beginning, I'm sorry for recording this in portrait mode. Unfortunately, this is the only way the game actually runs. Even when I tried to force it into landscape, it didn't work, it just crashed. So I'm kind of stuck with this. So I've been asked to do the beginning of this game, how to start. So, well, that's what I'm gonna do in the first half of the video. Now, I kind of skipped the tutorial, so as usual, I started on my own, which kind of turned out better for me. And the first thing that you should do is press the hammer in the bottom left corner and just place a seller right up here. There goes 5,000 and the starter. Now in the starter you have to select what item do you choose. I personally chose aluminium because it was the first one on, but whatever you choose, even if it's diamond, gold, iron, it doesn't affect the starting money. For instance, every 3 seconds my money here, the number next to my complete money, is going to jump. I'm currently earning 23 monies per second. Now the next thing you should buy is the roller, because if you want to place more than 4 starters on a single seller, which is kind of a better thing since one seller costs 5,000, you should probably use rollers. Just buy a couple of them like these and rotate them. Now instead of spending 5,000 on another seller, I spend 600 and I can purchase 4 more of these. Also, always make sure to rotate, since this game always places in the same direction. So it will probably be confusing to start on, but you'll get used to it soon. And that's it, that's the starting setup. Now, using this, maybe just let it run for a minute or two. Actually, I can already place another one. There we go. Just like that, I'm earning 110 monies per second. Also, the reason why I'm saying monies and not euros, bucks, or dollars is because it's average money per second. I don't know in which currency it is. And yeah, you can check back here in the green number quickly what's your money, and the arrow on the other side means if you're cash positive or if you are just neutral. I've never gone into cash negative, so I don't know if you can actually. Now, the next thing that's probably useful will be skipping all the way to wired roller, but since it costs 40,000, I'm just gonna explain quickly what it means while I'm earning some money. Now, the first thing that you unlock is a circuit, and you do it by taking 2 copper wires and a gold. So it makes you earn more money. You do it quickly through a crafter for 80,000, and that's why you should leave it for a couple of minutes. So also the upgrades before we go. Now in game you have electricity and time it takes to produce an item. I do not understand at all the electricity part. I'm guessing that takes me 5 monies per second, but I'm not certain. That's just my guess. So by upgrading it, I decreased it to 3. And my profits should go up. Now, I mean, they didn't really go up that much, so most of the time they didn't go up at all. I don't know. But yeah, it is a thing. You can decrease it all the way to 1, and we later on upgrades to 1 second in production. So that's it. That's the starting setup. In the next 100 seconds, that's about a minute and a half, I'm gonna earn another 10,000. And the reason why you should skip the cutter and furnace is because you don't need them for the beginning. I mean, you can buy them and you maybe actually earn more money that way. I'm gonna have to check that. But other than that, the wire drawer is the first thing you should buy, since I haven't yet used the cutter at all. Here in the blueprints tab, you can buy different blueprints for large amount of money. And I should warn you, it's a bit weirdly written. for instance, the first blueprint I can unlock is 360,000, but for instance, this one is 1,000 or 1,000K. I mean, this is the first time I've seen anybody write anything like this. Usually they would just say 1.05 million. Would kind of get to the same results. But they do get to million, and they start with 10. I mean, they could start with 1. It could work. It would be understandable. Also, the same thing with billions. I mean, I get it, but it will be more practical and easier to read. So I'm straight up just going to buy a furnace, and I can't afford a furnace. Good to know. Well, yeah, I'm gonna come back in a minute. Also, before I go, just this one. On the info button at the top corner, you can see what each and every... I can't press the button. There we go. Each and every item does. It kind of explains for everything. Oh, so there is, you know, in all this time I didn't know this. Alright, spawn cost is 5, sell value is 80. So yeah, using the cutter or the furnace will give me 20 additional monies for selling it. But I'm guessing that assembled stuff, yeah, this will sell me 300. So it will be triple that much, and the processor 1300. Where's the engine? I want to know how much the engine makes as the second item. Where's the engine? No, I want normal engine. Did I miss the engine? Oh, it's before it. So yeah, the engine is 360. Now the reason why I'm looking for the engine is because it's the first item the player can buy themselves, so most people will buy it. I suggest you do. Also the heater plate, which you can then later on use to make a grill or a toaster, and the battery and the processor, which you then use to make a smartphone. So that's pretty much it for the beginning of the game. Make a conveyor belt, use as many starters as you can actually afford, place them all to random materials since they... Now I can check my TV. Yes, they all cost and sell for the same amount of money. So just because they are making diamonds doesn't mean you earn like you would actually be selling real diamonds. And also for some reason you can melt diamonds, because that's completely normal and everything. Now fast forward to a clean slate where I have 213,000 or 213 million. Here I will show you the basic beginning setup for making circuits and motors. Well, you gotta start with a cellar, which I usually place here, and then I need a wire drawer right here and 2 starters. Like this. Actually I skipped a giant step over here. What you should probably build as well is a crafter first. Okay, that was really on me. I kind of forgot that step. So the first thing I'll be making is a circuit, and I need copper wires, and I need gold. So now I'm making circuits. This will go on for as long as you need it. And also I should mention this game is AFK. Actually it's idle. I believe that's the real name. Well, not the name. Well, if you leave the game and come back later on in the day, you will be earning money. So you can just leave and... Okay, this is really quickly making it and it's annoying me, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Unlocking down here another chunk of land because I'm annoyed by the upper one. I will be making an engine. And I'm gonna start with a crafter this time instead of forgetting onto one. Select an engine and build 2 cutters and 2 starters. Now for the building of most of this production you don't actually need to use any conveyor belts, which is very practical. That's aluminum, I need iron, and I need gold. Yes, I'm gonna destroy it. Now, you don't need to use any conveyor belts, but you can. But for the beginning, I personally think it's better if you don't. You save space, which is very limited and expensive on the beginning. So, except for the starting strategy, when using only the 2 conveyor belts and 6 starters, you should, but for everything else, at least early on, it's not worth it. Also, you can unlock this giant square and then multiple factories, but yeah, that's gonna be later on. Now, the next part is simply buying different things. Here, you shouldn't buy everything, you should only buy the stuff you want to build and you actually will build. Otherwise, for the beginning, it's a waste of money. I mean, if I know I won't be building cooler plates, or if I want to build a grill, actually I build a toaster, not a grill, but if I want to be doing that, I didn't buy cooler plates for that. I still didn't, but I will now. But if you know you won't be using it, you shouldn't buy it, especially not early on. I need for here, yeah. And you can kind of see, like for the grill, I can see that I need a heater plate and iron and nothing, and I'll be making a grill. So you should just buy the stuff you will need, and later on you might use some, not everything. I know I'm not. I mean, I'm making smartphones, but not tablets and so on. Now, I'm gonna show you my first assembly line. It's a bit of chaotic, but I mean, I got used to it. So the point is, I used the same seller, a single one, and transferred all of my stuff on this conveyor belt up here. Where I started, I just keep going. And I am also, oh yeah, I'm still making just additional items here because I'm not buying anything yet. So here I'm making multiple things. I'm making toasters, headphones, and power supplies. Now this gives me about nice 5,000 per second, but it could use an upgrade. Now, before you start thinking this is every factory, it's not. I'm just unorganized, I'm lazy, and I don't want to move everything. So I kind of just took the starting system and just went building on it without actually changing anything. So there's a lot of stuff that could be changed and also should be. And this thing isn't getting gold gears because I forgot to rotate this thing and this thing. Alright, so now I'm making gold here, and now this thing will be fulfilled. I have no idea how did headphones get in, but there aren't even, before I rotate, yeah, I get it now. Alright, so your factories can be much more actually normal. So I'll be showing you my assembly line number 2. Here, on the other hand, I'm making only one thing, smartphones. So from one side, I have the aluminium and the processor coming, and from the other, I have batteries. And that's it. This is much less chaotic, earns me still a lot of money, and it's simpler to build. You can actually even compress it even more if necessary, but I didn't see the need, so I just left it this way. Now, the further on you go, the more money you'll get for each thing. Also, the next thing I'm building is a computer, definitely. And it's really not hard. Once you get used to it, the building process is very simple. Pretty much, it's actually just extremely straightforward. Especially because you can just place them all around from 3 sides, or just put a conveyor belt and make that number 5. It's easy and fun once you get the hang of it, but the start is a little bit frustrating. So yeah, I hope this video helped you. I did have fun making it in the past few days, actually just grinding for the video and then recording it in one go, but still, it was fun. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, it will mean a lot to me, and see you next time.